Welcome to the lesson that will demonstrate how to get started with the Explore unit. The first thing you're going to want to do is open up the Explore document and the Explore checklist in Google Classroom. Once those are open, go ahead and start checking off items on the checklist. For example, the first one says to make a folder on your desktop and call it Explore. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose New Folder, Explore. I'll go back to step 1 and I will click on PowerPoint in order to download the PowerPoint unit for this project. I will choose the download option in the upper right corner and take note that I am using Google Chrome. So if I go to the bottom left of my computer and choose the arrow, I will click on that drop down arrow, choose Show in Folder. I will right click, I will choose Cut. I will go to that desktop folder and right click and choose Paste. You can go ahead and open it up if you so choose. In order to edit, you might have to choose Enable Editing at the top. This project requires you to complete at least 2 projects unless you do one project that is really amazing. You will put your before and after pictures in this presentation. Go ahead and check that off that you've completed it and go to step 2. Complete the first table of the Explore document found in Google Classroom. So there's the Explore document. If you don't understand my visual directions, you can read the directions. The first one says to go ahead and click on the links, and you're going to explore at least 4 of these links on this page. If you want an idea of what each application does, you can go to the examples page and look at the examples of these applications. Let's say you might be interested in doing Line Writer. You would click on Line Writer, go ahead and read the description to determine what you want to check out. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Line Writer Video 3. I encourage you to skim through this to determine if that's something you might want to do. Don't watch the entire presentation. You don't have time for that at this time. So you go back. This one was called Line Writer Video 3. Go to the Explore document. You type in Line Writer Video 3. Explain what that video does. This video. Once you type up the description, you would rate from 1 to 10 your interest, 1 being not interested at all and 10 being very interested. So I might put a 6. If you're going to do Line Writer, do make sure that you choose more than 2 videos. You want to make it amazing. So maybe I'll look at Line Writer Video 5 and skim it. So maybe I'll incorporate a ramp and stairs in my Line Writer if I choose to do that. So the name of that video was Line Writer Video 5. I would then come back here. So I filled it out for Line Writer, and I'm going to return to the Applications page, and I will look at maybe Photoshop. I will go ahead and read these to determine what I might want to do. After reading the description, I want to look at Photoshop Video 1. After watching this video, it shows how to move an object in a photo to another part of the photo. That looks pretty good. So I'll go back to that document and type in the name of the video and fill out this table. I will then go back to that page, go back to the Applications page, and choose another application. Keep in mind you need to look at least 4 applications. So maybe Squirrels Morph. There happens to be just one video, and after watching it, I might want to do that. So I'll type that name of that video, Squirrels Morph. After completing this document, I'm going to narrow it down to 2 projects. I'm going to choose the ones obviously that I rated the highest. So that would be this Photoshop video and the Squirrels Morph. I'm going to go back to my checklist and see what it says. I'm going to put an X there because I completed the first table. I'm going to go to step 3. Step 3 says I need to watch the Watch First videos. So I'm going to click on the site. This is the Watch First page. It's really important that you watch these videos first before you start actually doing the steps of the videos that you typed up on this document. I chose Photoshop, so I would watch this video, really understand it, and I also chose Squirrels Morph, so I'd click on that and watch that video. But I'm going to watch Photoshop first so that I could start the next Photoshop project. After watching Photoshop on the Watch First page, I'm going to go back to my checklist because I understand I need to watch the Watch First. I will check that off. I will return on step 4 to that page. I will choose Photoshop, and I'm choosing to do Photoshop 1, and I will now start opening Photoshop and doing the steps of this video. I ended up changing my mind, and I'm going to do Photoshop Video 7 instead. I did watch the Watch First video for Photoshop, and after completing the steps of Video 7, I have a cat with blue eyes and I changed the color to green eyes. I'm going to show you how to add them to your presentation. You click on Pictures in the PowerPoint. You locate that folder on your desktop in the Explore folder. I will choose Cat 1 and then I will go back and choose Cat 2. I now have one example of a project that I completed. Since Photoshop is done and Squirrels Morph was my second favorite, I'm going to go ahead and go to that Watch First page. I'm going to watch that video for Squirrels Morph, and then I will commit to going to the Applications page, going to Squirrels Morph, and I will now start watching and completing the steps of my last video. If I have time, I will go to a third project. Do make sure that you read everything on this checklist and complete all the steps. This concludes the session on getting started with the Explore assignment. Until next time, you have a wonderful day.